This episode covers a lot of ground, and we also need to investigate whether the circulating rumor about Ripple versus SEC is true. Has Ripple settled the fine already? Remember, once Ripple settles the fine, appoints the judge's document, and the SEC receives the funds and attests, the process is complete. No further steps are required. Returning does not include returning the money or requesting a refund. It's a legally binding agreement that both parties have signed. That indicates that it's time to go. We'll also look at quant and compare the market capitalization of cryptocurrencies from the previous bull cycle to the current one to see how far Bitcoin may go if it achieves the same Fibonacci levels. Yes, these targets are 100% possible. It might be necessary for institutional money to shift from traditional stocks to the cryptocurrency markets. I'll break everything down for you, so don't worry. So let's dive right in. Bitcoin 59,0063 Ethereum has experienced a decrease of 1.14% in the past 24 hours, currently trading at $25.25. 35% of US dollars are still tied to the US dollar, and the US currency continues to be volatile. Yes, a great deal of folks experienced panic. They went into panic mode at around 0.56857 cents. We can see a small section of green 0.81, and it's evident that the zone between 50 and 60 cents represents a highly concentrated consolidation area for XRP. If the market declines, it won't start until Bitcoin initiates a significant surge, so I won't be overly concerned. Bitcoin's stoppage is to rise above $74,000. After $74,000, we want to reach $100,000. Following that, we will enter their entire parabolic mode, where Bitcoin will rise to $150 and perhaps even to $250,000. We'll cover this in a moment. Today is the final day of the $2 trillion cryptocurrency market cap. If you're interested in obtaining some NFTs from my Lu project, you have a month's largest project on the XRP platform. ST project. Ledger, you still have time, so be sure to purchase them right away and transfer the funds to your wallet when we take the picture afterwards. Tonight, you will receive an XRP. You will receive your reward on the first of the month. Yes, that is how it works. You're held by you. You will receive your money on the first of each month, no matter what. You don't need to buy an NFT every month. To qualify for the dividend, all you have to do is own at least one, and you will receive it for as long as you own it. You should declare your ownership for the duration of the NFT. I was specifically searching for the phrase being in your wallet. Bitmart has us listed as a vendor. September 9th is a reasonable debut since no one owns the token. Its listing can only increase its value. At 3 cents, the value of the token can only increase. Launches shouldn't be the place where founders, owners, and other people say things like, they promised tokens, and they're just going to dump it on day one because they're making. I don't agree with these individuals, as I am the one driving the process and ensuring its successful outcome. Should have. This situation will undoubtedly improve. Wells Fargo's wealth advisors will be able to suggest Bitcoin ETFs to their affluent clients within the first few hours, I believe. It's a straightforward, 5-act plan that isn't financial. If you want to talk about it starting next month, that's freaking bullish. 1.7 trillion. Our chances of getting all 1.7 trillion are slim, but what do you think Bitcoin will be worth if we transfer 1%, 5%, or 10%? We continue discussing this $744,000 region, as well as $100,000 or even $250,000. The general public isn't interested. How will we get there? As I've mentioned previously, institutional money is poised to enter this market, and this could be the final bull run in history. You already know that everything hinges on how high the total value of cryptocurrency rises. As market capitalization rises, you can be sure that the institutions have entered the $7 to $10 trillion range and will not lose. If you believed that investing in cryptocurrency would be so simple that you could buy it once every 3 years, hold it for a year, and then sell it after making 20 to 50 times your money, A profit you could keep making for the rest of your life. Make sure that these markets do not experience a 99%. This is not how cryptocurrency investing will operate. I have some important information to share with you. These markets will eventually begin to behave like the typical stock market you might see at 10% on an asset, a genuine asset, not one of those fictitious coins that people make up or the small projects that people are simply looking at on Solana or Trana or Tran. The desire to make quick money will eventually fade, and the true assets will become visible. Ethereum Bitcoin institutional money is concentrated in high barrier areas, so you won't experience 99% drops, and these barren markets will only suffer falls. Are falls of will they have pumps? Of course. However, the days of doing it 20 to 50 times are coming to an end. When traditional financial people, institutions, and real money seize control, it's a moment you've always anticipated. We are attempting to capitalize on the imminent infusion of money into these markets, as we were fortunate enough to enter them before this event. Folks, if we fail to secure that $7 to $10 trillion amount, we are likely to undergo one more bull and bear cycle. This cycle will likely end around the year 28-29, possibly even bringing us into the new decade, what they'll call the 2030s. We are getting ready to talk about how regular 401k plans, 457s, and RFTs will all start to participate in the cryptocurrency markets. This decade marks the advent of cryptocurrency, with Bitcoin emerging as a legitimate asset. This is why I started buying quant about 4 months ago. Although I may not have 200 quant in my wallet due to the recent award of a second patent, I consistently purchase $800 worth of quant every Monday. Europe has granted 5 patents in the last 16 months. While many continue to refer to the BIS as an oracle, we're pulling up the price of quantity for you to see right now. The price of quantum started at $63 and reached an all-time high. My calculation of a 7x increase is accurate. Will it return to its all-time high? Is correct? Highs, I am convinced that it will believe we're looking at a dollar quantity over 10,000. If we reach those numbers, we'll suggest 800 to 1,000. Your best friend is over 10 times this asset's dollar cost average. How can I make it work? It's easy. I reduced my DCA to 80 from 110 when I originally started, and I want to continue buying before I know it will eventually reach 75. Quant's price will continue to rise. As soon as my DCA matches Quant's pricing, it will reach 75. When I finish buying, I rotate out and move on to something else that hasn't sold yet, maybe even additional HB bars, even if I already have a big bag or XL at that point. Don't let me scare you or make you think I don't own any XLMs. I do. It's not a big XL because I also buy $100 of XLM every Monday along with my quant purchase, and I've been doing so for almost 2 years. That's my XLM holdings, and when I start to rotate out, if I do put 800 plus my 100 equals 900 every Monday into XLM at the levels that XLM is currently at, right, you could probably do the math and figure out how much I have. Now, if we do the arithmetic, it comes out to 9.92 cents. We divide the sum of 900 by 4. $3,600 per month. We divide a little by 9. I will purchase 40,000 XL per month. You will give me approximately 5 months to use that amount or 200,000 XL. I believe I'll be in a wonderful situation. This is a chart that Keith published in 2016/2017 for versions 2024 and 2025. We examined this chart for Bitcoin 24, and you can see where it contacts. We repeat this process, we will reach the Fibonacci level of 272. This again. As you can see, our levels are rather similar. The Fibonacci level aligns with our position during the 2017 bull period. Bull, as you know, we go. See what occurs next. The market is parabolic, with initial goals lying between 1.2 and 1.6. However, there is always the possibility of a blow up top, which could push Bitcoin to approximately 465,000. That represents the peak of the market. Rumors now surround the Fibonacci level of 174 to 1.618. Ripple has already provided the SEC with $125 million. We will make and publish the announcement next week. I am unsure of Jack's whereabouts. If this is accurate, then this concludes the story. People, this is it. I'm focusing on something close to that. Is now the right time to say?